We take many things for granted. We don't know where they are from and how they are made. We need to know who we can trust. Because top quality is named FKL. The factory's history begins in 1961 with the association of a group of citizens. In the early days, production of spare parts for agricultural machinery was dominant. The level of quality in the period of technological and organizational development had its characteristics. In the period 1961 to 1980, the quality level was maintained on the basis of technological documentation and 100% control by the special department. In the period from 1980 to 1997, the quality level was maintained by the sampling method. In the period from 1997 to 2019, the quality level is maintained by the implementation of process control plans, SPC, XR card, PPAP analysis, APQP analysis, 100% controlled by the worker and supervision. After the first successes of the 1980s, significant investments were made, and today FKL has 650 employees, 2 production programs, roller bearings and PTO shafts. It spreads on 17 hectares of newly built space, with production facilities exceeding 25,000 square meters. The factory also has top technology and technological procedures that guarantee the highest level of metal processing, which enables the processing of over 5,000 tons of steel per year and the current production of over 3 million bearings per year. In this way, it secures the worldwide distribution of goods in over 35 countries. Guaranteed production productivity is a consequence of the order of planned activities that have been implemented for years. In the initial stage of production, input materials such as forgings, castings, pipes, and more are recorded. Their quality is checked, and an order for entry into the warehouse of raw materials is given. It is controlled by chemical composition, hardness, dimensions, cracks, and then the goods go to the warehouse. The planning and management of production processes is performed by the Operational Plan Department, in which all activities related to the production of positions are reviewed and scheduled, checking the condition of the raw materials, ordering of raw materials, opening a work order, and preparation of production documents, goods issue slip, worksheet, receipt slip, return goods slip. The first step is soft machining of forgings, castings, or pipes. There are practically 2 technologies that, depending on the size of the batch, process products according to the defined process control plans. Every workplace, regardless of technology, is equipped by drawing, technological procedure, XR card, and process control plan, proper cutting tools, appropriate measuring instruments, boxes for machine pieces with defined status, good pieces, pieces for rework, and scrap pieces. The process of production in the workplace begins with the setting of the machine, the manufacture and approval of the first piece, the approval of the XR card by setter that the machine is ready for batch production. The measuring instruments used are checked and adjusted by another dedicated department and certified by yellow card. In the next step, the worker takes over the work on the machine by 100% control of each piece, defining the status of it, and writing the value of the last 5 pieces manufactured in each working hour into the XR card. These 5 pieces remain in a dedicated place on the desk. Every hour, the setter controls these 5 pieces, checks the accuracy of the worker's performance, and verifies the worker's statusing of the manufactured pieces. In case that the accuracy of the pieces is not good, the pieces are sent to 100% selection by the parameter that was out of tolerance. During the shift, the controller visits each workplace and controls the work of the setters and workers' supervisors. In the case that he finds any deviation in the work of setter or worker, he informs the plant manager, who defines corrective actions for that workplace and that operation. The next operation is heat treatment, where the mechanical properties of the product are significantly improved. This is done in furnaces with protected atmosphere, Iselin and Ipsen furnaces, or by induction process. The work procedure is exactly the same as working in any other workplace. According to the process control plan, the parameters on the furnace are adjusted. The hardness of the first piece is checked, and on the basis of metallography and micro-cracking results, approval is given for the operation of the heat treatment. The further process is line production. FKL has 15 grinding and assembly lines that allow the production of standard types of bearings of different dimensional ranges. Each operation on these lines corresponds procedurally to the description shown during the soft machining. The first piece is verified, the XR card is filled in, the measuring equipment is calibrated and certified. The specificity of the grinding operation is the use of laboratory measurements of the circularity of roughness for the verification of the first piece. The assembly process begins with the sorting of the outer and inner rings of the bearing, continues by pairing it with the roller's balls, 100% clearance and vibration control, automatic grease insertion, marking and mounting of seals and screws. It ends with 100% visual inspection, packaging, and delivery to the warehouse. In order to approve assembling of the bearing, the first 5 pieces, which are measured in the laboratory according to the parameters of the assembly control plan, are certified, and the approval for production of that assembly line is given. The assembly process is performed according to the control plan, which contains sorting the outer and inner rings, 100% radial and axial clearance measurement, vibration measurement 100%, grease filling, installation of sealings, visual control. Final control is done according to the assembly control plan, and it is followed by a certificate of quality according to ISO DIN 10024. From the finished batch of products, random samples are taken in order to make reports according to the assembly control plan, as well as a certificate of quality for the given product, work order, and quantity that is defined by work order. We carefully plan and develop a new product. We produce the entire product from the raw material to the final part. Recently, the Special Program for Agriculture has been significantly present in our production and is the backbone of the development of new solutions. We are constantly expanding our market and sales, and lately we are present on the territory of whole Europe. Today, FKL has over 40 official distributors in the country and abroad, 9 exclusive FKL domicile companies. We invest a lot in research and development, which places us in the leading companies in this field. In order to constantly improve the quality of its products, FKL uses its own test stands to test the bearing lifetime and also results from end users. For those purposes, FKL has its own product testing laboratory, organized and certified according to international standards. In addition, FKL takes great care of production process, taking into account environmental aspects, minimizing its environmental impact. In the future, FKL plans new products, primarily with increased application for agricultural machinery. Production will continue to grow with the increasing and more productive automation of the grinding and assembly process. The most important feature of production or service is quality. And that brings FKL among elite bearing manufacturers globally. Fast response to market's needs and market distribution ensure that the bearings reach customers in due time.